Is the thing doing the thing?
It is the thing is doing the thing, indeed.
Wait.
Yes.
Okay, so we left off after the mimic and all that stuff. With Lucius saying he was going to go to dry land and start summoning Stratos again.
Mm-hmm.
So my question, as a follow-up to that, is do you want to just return to the stairs that you guys passed like 30 seconds ago, or do you want to retrace your steps all the way back to like the other end almost of this
Do we know
river?
where those stairs went? I
No
didn't.
Yeah,
idea.
Nope.
I want to go up the new stairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll follow
Wait,
Thor up the new
are you
stairs.
not resummoning or?
Well, yeah, as I'm walking back by, I see Thorv looking up, and I'll just kind of say, "You going up there to see what's up there?"
Yep. As long as somebody else wants to come with me.
Uh, I'll yell back.
Fib will always come with you.
I'll yell back. I think we're gonna explore this area, see if it's a little safer than the zombie apocalypse that was in the previous room.
I mean, I'll explore it. I'm just not going first.
Yeah, it's fine. And it's a dead end.
Yep.
Yep.
Except
I
it's
guess I
not.
Oh.
want to look and see if there's any doors.
Yeah, I mean, like it's so from this side, it's pretty obvious that this is the not so sneaky side of a secret door. So let me go ahead and first of all reveal the secret. It's a secret.
There's an S there. Alright.
But maybe more importantly, like, do you guys want to proceed through the secret, or at least open it and see what's on the other side?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Would you like to see if there are any traps happening?
Yeah, I'll look around and see if there's any of those little flint things like was on the other door.
Okay.
I will
Yeah.
assist him, since I'm
Cool.
right here.
Cool. So let's see here. Yeah, make a perception or investigation check. Say either will do here. Okay.
Does he get it with advantage because I was helping him out?
Yeah, that's
Oh, okay.
all right. So, yeah, you don't see any like extra inclusions on the door or anything that would belie any sort of trap mechanism. Yeah, and the door, at least to your immediate appraisal, looks unlocked.
Alright, I want to try and open it.
Okay. So yeah, you grab the handle and begin. I think this door would probably like slide. This one would slide down into the floor, and yeah, as you lower it a bit to a point where you can see over the edge of the stone door that is sliding down, you see beyond said door a room. Skulls crusted in dried mud, lowering from niches cut to the walls of this tomb. A stone sarcophagus stands at the center of the chamber, its lid adorned with a coiled serpent carved in relief. Behind the sarcophagus, resting atop a marble pedestal, is an ornate crystal box with a small humanoid skull floating inside it.
Wait, so it's just a box with a skull floating in it?
Yeah,
And it's just on top of the sarcophagus.
it's behind the
Oh, it's
sarcophagus.
behind.
Or well, from your vantage point, like coming in this way, you see straight ahead of you is part of the sarcophagus, and then just off to your left as you're walking in is the crystal box with humanoid skull floating inside.
I'm checking out the crystal box.
Okay.
A
Cool.
little closer. I'm not gonna touch it.
So, all right. I mean, like the second you guys walk in, you all kind of hear this voice like sourcelessly echoing through the room. says, "Hello? Who's there?"
I'm gonna. Is it in our heads or is it just ambient throughout the room?
It seems to just kind of echo throughout the room.
You know what? I'm gonna back out of the room and I'm gonna motion everybody out and I'm gonna say
Mhm.
this looks like this might be something that's even a little beyond my magical prowess right now. We may want to revisit this, but we're gonna want to be very careful.
What's happening? Why can't I see?
I want to pull that turtle shield out and say hi.
Okay. Yeah, you hear like a who are you?
Who are you?
Nepertak? You don't you know me, right?
No. Never heard of you.
Is that something I've ever heard of, or is it just a common name?
So
Because I know I did do some
oh,
research.
she would say you've heard of Queen Napaka, right?
Oh, which one is that? As I pull out my
Is
spell
this,
book and start thumbing through.
We met that queen who's stuck in the city, right?
Yes,
met two of
Napaka was yeah, you've met a few you've met a few
We've got
queens of Omu. You've met
Moxinare.
Moxinare, who is the one with the little brother who is living in Kirsabal with the bird folk. And then you met the other queen who
Zelk.
was
It's the partially flooded city, right?
yeah.
I think we got the vials of antitoxin.
Oh, is that who it is? I have Queen Zalk on mine.
It doesn't sound right. Hold on.
I could be
Oh,
wrong.
maybe Zalcore?
Oh yes, I didn't.
Was it Zalcore?
Yeah, I couldn't get the final spelling.
Okay. Yep. So yes, you've met a Queen Zalcore, you've met a Queen Moxinare, and apparently there was also a Queen Napaka at some point.
All right. And how long have you been? Well, actually, I'll whisper to Thorv, and I'll say, ask her how long she's been here.
How long have you been here?
I don't know. Why can't I see? What's going on?
I'll just whisper, ask her what happened, in as much detail as she can.
What happened?
I don't know. Like I don't even know where I am. Are you friends with my father? Is he looking for me?
Who's your father?
She just like kind of sobs and says, You don't know anything about my family, do you?"
No.
You hear like the sounds of distress as she like kind of begins to break down and cry a little bit. And this is like it's like the voice of a 10-year-old girl.
At this point, oh, go ahead.
While standing in here, can I cast this?
Find traps. Look
Look around,
well,
everything's a trap.
all of it.
Yes.
It is all a trap.
This whole dungeon lights up.
I mean, like, that's not so far from the truth. But realistically, in the more specific definition of things, nothing in here lights up.
I feel like that's a trap in itself.
Okay,
If nothing is a trap.
I think. Let me just read something specific here. A trap for the purpose of the spell includes anything that would inflict a sudden or unexpected effect you consider harmful or undesirable, which is specifically intended as such by its creator. Okay. So you would definitely pick something up then from this little alcove over here on the west wall. The wall itself. There's a hole actually that you can see through that seems to lead to a hallway beyond. The hole itself in the wall glows as though it is somehow trapped or dangerous.
I mentioned like the only traps I see are, well, only thing dangerous is over, this alcove.
Well, I'll come
So-
back in the room then when she says that. And I'm gonna go back up and inspect the skull now.
Okay. So yeah, it's just kind of like bobbing there in this crystal case.
How big does it appear?
The skull,
Mm-hmm. Is it human?
about
like
the size of a
adult human?
child, like a human child's skull.
Oh.
That's- What I was thought and hoping was not true.
I think you're dead.
So
What?
Yeah.
You hear like sudden hyperventilating, and the skull like starts turning and like looking around, trying to see anything.
In the case?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
floating there, and now it's just like looking around,
So
and you see its eyes begin to light up, with like a greenish flame.
I'll say, all right, calm down. Just let me.
What does he mean? I'm dead.
Let me see what I can do.
What is he talking about?
I don't think he knows what he's talking about. He hits things with an axe. He's not a caster. Just
Make
give me
a
second.
deception check.
All right. Shit.
Cool. So this voice just screams, "Liar!" And the crystal case shatters. And Pete is concerned once again.
I can imagine.
And yeah, so then this is a thing.
Okay.
You're okay.
This sucks.
And
This is not where I wanted to be.
that's valid. So let's get everybody situated like where they would be for this this whole deal, because like I feel like Bag of Nails and Azaka are probably they're
I will
rangers.
say
They're hanging back.
when its eyes started glowing, I would have backed up a step because I something was going wrong.
Okay, we'll give you like a space.
Yeah, that's fine. I just want like one space. I would have.
Okay.
Oh God, it lagged.
Okay.
What is
and
happening to Pete?
He is
he is
being tortured,
stampeding.
apparently by himself.
Yeah. Okay, so Nico, where do you think Groymod would be for all of this?
I assume he's probably back with the other rangers.
Okay. So you right there. All right, and then we will clear the initiative order, fill it back up once again. Yeah.
Did you just say yeehaw?
I said yeah.
Oh.
Okay, and then we'll roll again. Fib. Doop, doop, doop.
Boop.
There we go.
That advantage is working out.
She rolled
Mhm.
higher, but she didn't move initiative.
There you go.
Oh, wait,
you
she
did. Yeah, you
Yeah,
jumped
okay.
over this.
Yep.
I was just looking at us.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a thing. The skull shrieks and green flame envelops it as the crystal box shatters. And let's see, does Bag of Nails have a line on this thing? Not so much. So
There's a space
I mean,
to move.
yeah, and like he's not shy about the whole dying an honorable death thing.
Where Where's that
So-
horrible wind from?
Where is that horrible
That would be
Becca? All Becca's fault.
Horrible what?
Wind.
Wind tunnel.
Oh, that's because I was putting on blankets.
Oh.
Uh. Well, maybe don't put blankets on your mic.
Yeah.
Well, my mic was cold too.
Whoa. Yeah.
Okay. So Bag of Nails runs into the room, sees a floating skull wreathed in green flame, and shoots it. And hits it. Let's see. Do you take this kind of damage? Cool. So yeah, there's a crack in like one of the eye sockets now. The little skull kind of bobs there, and it's like screaming and sobbing. And Lucius, it's your turn. What do you do?
Do I recognize this thing?
Yeah, this isn't so unfamiliar, especially to somebody with your background. This is a flame skull.
Okay, and
I would never have guessed.
Lucius, I guess, would know. I personally know there's something weird about killing these. Would Lucius know that? And I forgot what it is. So, yeah.
I think this would be a thing where Lucius could make. Let's see. Religion could cover it, or maybe Arcana. I think this is like arcane stuff. You know. Yeah. All right. Cool. So thing about flames is if a flame skull is destroyed, it regains all of its hit points in an hour unless holy water is sprinkled on its remains or a dispel magic or remove curse spell is cast on the remains.
And it regains
some
all its
bullshit.
health in 1 hour.
Yes.
Alright.
So that's
Yeah, that sucks. Because I have a remove curse, but
mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm not using it. Putting that in my spellbook, so I have it.
Mm-hmm.
So I will address the room and say we need either some holy water or dispel magic or remove curse or something to fight this thing. And I'm gonna back up, kind of behind, what's his nuts here? Or actually,
Bag of
no.
Nails.
I remember these things can cast spells too.
Yes, you do remember that.
So actually, I'm gonna back up over here, staying away from the hole, but I just want to kind of put as much distance kind of spread out.
Got it.
And I am going to just want to make sure. Yeah, I'm well within. I am going. Oh shit! My spell page just turned to my character sheet again. Let's just drop a. I'll drop a haste on. I'll drop a haste on Thorv.
Cool.
So.
All right.
And that'll end my turn. Yep.
Okay. Azaka. She see the thing from here. Actually, the thing was in the case, so I'm gonna make sure we are consistent here. And let's see what Azaka. Visibility is right. Let's give Azaka sight because she should have that.
Because she should see everything everywhere, forever.
She does not have a good shot from there, so she's gonna come up here and do a shoot. And a shoot, which would be a hit and a hit. So a couple more arrows, like chipping away now at the exterior of this hovering, flaming skull. But it looks still reasonably together. Fib, what do you do?
Fib goes out into the room so she can see.
Cool. You're not met with a dozen arrows this time.
Yay!
It's an improvement.
Wow, the lighting in here is super weird.
Yeah, so there's like holes all over the walls.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So this is probably the flaming. Okay. Hi-
Ooh,
Hey.
Ooh, okay.
nice.
All right. That
Yeah.
is 11 points of necrotic damage.
I feel like my other one was higher, and it wasn't a crit. No inspiration for anyone right now. Saving it. I used it up way too fast last time.
Okay. Well, that being the case, the skull like turns to face the lot of you, and let's check a thing. Do 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 do. Huh. So skull is going to hover back into this corner and then stare down Zaka. I'm gonna bust out a measuring tool. Let's see here. Cool. Cool. So everybody give me a dex save.
I'm gonna counterspell that.
I
I was waiting for you to say you're going to cast a spell, but you
Uh-huh.
went straight to dex save, so I'm counterspelling that fireball.
He's saying you cheated,
you are.
Eric.
No, I knew what was coming, and I positioned myself so that you could be nowhere in this room and be out of my range. So
Very nice.
Nice.
Okay, and that is ye old third level counterspell, which I
Yes.
believe is enough.
yeah, if it's third level to third level, I believe it just cancels.
Yep. Just making sure that is that is the spell level. So, yeah, you see the flame around the skull begin to intensify, and then like, what does Lucius do as he sees this happening?
I raise my hand and I'll say stop, and I'm gonna point at it.
And the skull just like turns and screams at you, and
I'll
you
just
can
scream
see
back
the
at it.
so the flame is like trying to coalesce in front of the skull, like just in front of its mouth, and rocket towards you, but you're able to kind of through your magic just condense it all the way down and choke it out
Yes.
before it launches in your direction. At which point the the hovering skull then is just going to disappear into one of the holes in the wall. And yeah, that's
That's fun.
cool. Groilmod, what do you do?
So it pulled right back into the wall.
Yep.
I just move up into the room so that I can maybe hold an action, and when I see it, I will shoot it with a bow.
Cool. All right, and Thorv, with your haste, anything you'd like to do?
I'll move over towards where I saw it vanish into the wall,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and hold my action for my one spell whenever it comes back out.
Okay. Tyranny?
I will also. I'll move here and spread out a bit more.
Oops,
And I
ignore
will
that.
hold
I clicked
a
the
sacred flame until it comes out. But I would also like to say, I'm sorry, sweetheart. It seems your soul has been captured. We're gonna try to release it so you can move on.
Okay. Bag of Nails is just like wide-eyed, looking at all the holes in the wall, like waiting to shoot an arrow at something. Okay. Lucius, back to you.
Yes.
Anything you want to do?
Yes. I'm gonna look at everybody. I'm gonna say either spread out or get out, and I'm going to start
Hmm.
heading towards the door. 2, 3, and it vanished. Which direction did it go? Did it go this
It would have
direction?
gone. Yeah,
All right.
in one of those holes.
So I'm going to stand here, and in that general direction, I'm going to cast a Toll the Dead. Because I don't even have
Okay.
to see it. I just have to choose a target. So I choose it if it's within range.
Hmm.
And it's 60-foot range, so...
Alright. You point at one creature you can see within range.
Does it?
Yep.
Why does it not say that on any...
You probably manually copied this and didn't do it word for word.
Mine just says target you choose, not target
If you look it up in
see.
the compendium, it
Is it?
says you
Okay.
point at one creature you can see within range, and the sound of a dolorous bell fills the air around it.
Oh, that's why, yeah, it was manual done. So.
Yep.
Okay, well, I will not
You
do
tried to
that.
cheat?
No. Alright then, well, I've got nothing. So I'm just gonna continue out of the room.
Cool.
So I don't get
Um,
fireball. I think I get one more step. Right?
Right.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is it. This is my last one.
Nice. Yeah, this is kind of close quarters, and you're all very familiar with with fireballs at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Azaka is willing to stand her ground and kind of cover the retreat. You know, maybe try and clip the thing if it pokes itself out. And
Oh, you know what? I didn't
yeah,
use my action, so I'm dashing.
cool.
I'm just gonna get the fuck out of dodge.
Sweet. So as Azaka is standing her ground with her bow trained on the hole that the skull disappeared through, what does Fib do?
Fib, I guess we'll... Wait, where the crap did Lucius go? Didn't you
I'm
run over
gone.
here?
I dashed. I
What the... Okay, well,
I
let me
reached out
count
my hand,
mine.
tried to do a spell, realized that's not gonna work, and I just kept going.
Well, that's as far as she can go, and she will
You
chill touch. You want me to dash?
No, you should see me now.
Oh, yeah, I see you in the corner.
No, I don't have anything else I can do that's useful, so I figured I might as well dash. Or it's just a
Yeah.
wasted action, so. But if you can do
Yeah.
something, then definitely do it.
Well, I just use my regular movement so that I can ready the chill touch.
There you
Okay.
go. Yeah.
Cool. So as we get back to Nepratak turn, do and do a thing real quick. Okay. So yeah, you see movement in many of the holes about here, and from said tiny burrowy holes, you see a wave of spiders comes skittering out. Attack. So, Cyrene, running up on you from a hole in the wall. Swarm of undead spiders.
Huh.
Oh, that's perfect for her.
So
Next turn, they're just done.
yeah, they swarm out around you and do a bites and they do a 22 to hit.
22 does hit.
The
Okay,
fuck are they optioning that
you take
motherfucker?
10 points of piercing
That's
damage.
ridiculous.
Well, they will also get hit.
Okay,
I believe it.
all right,
Does it?
7 points.
Oh yeah,
Dex
because it's gotta have.
save.
Yeah, 1 engine drives each wheel.
They just
That's
fail with a
nuts.
14. And yeah, so they take 7. You kill about maybe a third of the spiders in this particular swarm, and yeah, you get all bitten up.
Can I tell what CR they are?
What kind of check would I give you for this? Maybe like, we'll call it an insight check, just to kind of put together the amount of damage that you've seen yourself do and all of that.
I like insight checks.
Yeah, I mean, like, not crazy potent. But
I
at the
really
same
only
time-
care if they're half or lower.
Probably half or very close.
Okay.
Kind of like right on the fringe
That is
of
nuts.
the power that you'd expect something particularly turnable to have.
Huh. Okay.
Okay, and then another swarm comes pouring out of the
Yeah.
wall to the north
Well,
of
they
you
just had, you know that speedrunning
and
marathon
does a mini bites.
that they had that's like 7 days
That
long?
is also a 22 to hit
They had, well, they have it every
for
in
also
different
10
places.
points
They
of
just
piercing
had it in
damage.
Orlando. It just ended
Okay.
last night.
I'll just take that.
Okay.
Oh damn.
Then another swarm comes out
Huh.
on
I'm gonna get
Thorv.
back to game.
He gets hit with booming blade.
Nice.
Yeah, there's the damage.
Okay. Cool. So you do a good amount of spider murdering before the remainder of them close the distance and bite you up. Also a 22 to hit.
Yes.
For 7 points piercing damage. Okay.
I mean, they're just
And
it's a crazy car.
then another swarm comes out on Thorv.
What?
Okay, that's only a 12 to hit. So that misses.
Huh.
They just kind of like wash over you with the rest of the swarm that has already done some damage. And then one comes out and starts attacking Bag of Nails. They miss.
Well, that's good.
Bag of Nails gets an attack.
Yeah, it should.
And
It should be nice. It's always nice down there.
yeah.
It's never bad. Even if it's rainy
Misses.
and kind of chilly, it's still nice.
And then you have one more, and I don't know if they have the movement to get to anybody. Let me double check that. I don't think they do. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. So then there's like one swarm right there. They'll swarm dash to get to you, but they can't attack. All right. And nothing from the Flame Skull herself. So Groilmod, what do you do?
Well, I still can't see a thing to hit it, so I guess I'm just kind of hanging out. I'll move over here, I think, just to get some distance from everyone else. And that'll
Okay.
be about it.
All right, so you're just fixated on the undead thing then, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. If only you knew that you were surrounded by undead things.
True.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thor, you're surrounded by biters. What do you do?
I'll cast.
Are they banana spiders?
Maybe.
No.
No.
The one that I already hit, I'll use booming blade again.
Okay.
God, booming
Bad
Blade is
spiders.
dead.
All right. You annihilate the rest of the swarm that you had already damaged. But
Okay,
there's
and I'll
2 on you.
turn on the next one, the one below me.
Mm-hmm.
Take a swing at that one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
That
using
most
haste, I'll
definitely hits.
do it again.
Nice. Okay. You kill about half the spiders in that swarm as well.
Okay.
Wait. Fending them off.
I'll use my action surge as well.
Nice.
Oh,
Thor's
So-
not happy.
don't use your action, sir.
Oh yeah.
Don't tell him how to play his character.
The metagaming pigeon says don't waste your action surge.
Yeah. Oh well.
Okay.
That and then another battle axe on whichever ones are alive.
Okay. So Swarm 2 gone. Swarm 3.
You ate already, gosh, Brad.
Drag his dish all along the ground until he gets more. Okay, you kill off like half of the ones in this other swarm here. So yeah, you did some exterminating, and I
Okay.
assume that's it at this point.
Yep. Then I'll step back there.
Okay, cool. Bag of Nails is getting attacked by spiders.
Oh, you just skipped me.
Yep.
No, I didn't. Yeah, no, you do your thing.
What the hell?
Skip. Oh, skipped.
I'm going to move here. Yeah. I think there. No. One farther. I'm gonna move
She's
here
gonna cast
next to
Fireball.
Thor. And I am going to cast Turn Undead, but the important thing is this Destroy Undead.
Hmm. Okay. Cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4 saves coming up. The swarms. That is what is the DC again?
I think it's my spell DC 15.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So like what does it look like when Tyranny turns undead?
I don't know. She just kind of angrily like shoves her arms out in front of her.
I imagine
Rage
it's
cleric.
like a bubble. It's like a bubble, like blowing a bubble.
You cut out.
Ah, there we go. I imagine it's like a bubble, like a soap
Does-
bubble or something that it just expands, and just things pop as it hits.
I would think it's more like a wave, like a sonic wave. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. Okay. Cool. So all the spiders disintegrate,
Oof.
and you hear a scream from inside the walls as the little girl seems to have been pretty adversely affected by that as well.
Becca, you killed a little girl.
not little girl.
Okay. So yeah, it's for isn't it a minute, right?
Yes.
Is that a thing? Okay. So yeah, for the next minute, you are undisturbed in this room. So is there anything you want to do with your minute?
I just
Can I-
everything that happened cut out. Are you only asking?
I think we can break initiative for what would
Okay.
effectively be 10 rounds.
Oh, I was just gonna leave.
Okay. That's a thing you can do. I was just wondering if there's anything else you wanted to do, or explore or whatever. But if yeah, go ahead.
I want to try
I
and
mean-
push the lid off the coffin on the way out and see if there's anything in there.
I'll
I
Like
help.
was in the
see.
other one.
Okay.
And he is hasted, if that helps any. He's really fast at it.
Yeah, so Thorv, give me an athletics check, and if you're getting help, do it with advantage.
And when his haste runs out, she's still turned. So
Yeah, does
I'm
anybody want to
helping.
help? Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. All of the yes. So, between the lot of you helping, you slide the lid off of the stone sarcophagus, and inside, you see a bundle of faded cloth holding the serpentine bones of a Jakuli. That'd be like the feathered snake thing. Resting atop these remains, you see a staff in the shape of a snake.
I'll wrap a piece of cloth around my hand and grab it.
Okay. So yeah, you have a snake-shaped staff.
Let's
And
throw
run
in
for
the
the door.
garbage.
Cool.
Run for the door.
Alright.
You're just out the door, up the stairs, everywhere.
and then standing there for
Yeah.
a round.
Just
Yep.
okay.
Did
What,
somebody
are you
close the door on the
very
way out?
drunk?
I
Yeah.
don't think there was a door. Was there a door?
That
There's
was
a door.
a secret door.
No.
I close.
Cool. All right. So you all run out of the room, closing the door behind you as scream rings out once again. But you do seem to have put all of this business behind you, at least for the time being. So what now?
I'll hand the staff to Lucius and see if he can figure out what it is.
Oh, I don't even have to Arcana check this to know that it's magical.
You,
Well,
you
I
still
knew that
could
too.
figure out what it is.
Oh, I'm going to. I will identify it, but I want to get to a place where we can
Yeah.
kind of
Let's. yeah.
rest, at least short rest. So
Let's get to a base, I guess.
yeah, so I think we should go up by where the mouth statue was.
Okay, so kind of near the entrance of the whole dungeon.
Yeah, I mean we might as well bed down near the entrance, so that way if shit hits the fan, we can always run out.
Okay.
Not like deep down in here and stuck.
Cool. All right. Well, if you all hold still for just a moment, I can kind of group
Oh,
you up
here,
and move you up.
let me pull myself back over here with everybody else.
Okay.
There you go.
Cool. Moving some people around.
And I think if we wanted to come back and fix what's wrong with this girl, I think I could fix that, given one night to be able to take care of some spells.
Okay.
Jakuli, wasn't that little snake thing that I made friends with?
Snake thing that you made friends
It was like
with.
the trickster snake. It was like a little. Is that what that was?
Oh, that was a
You guys-
little dragon.
Oh, that's right. It was a
Yeah.
little dragon.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you guys actually went to the Jakuli's temple because that was the one that was like out in the middle of the lava.
Oh yeah, no, they had already hit that one before we got there.
Yeah. But yes, so you do make it back to the area around the big mouth carving, unscathed, unintruded upon, and yeah. So kind of what's the order of operations here?
I want to figure out what the staff is.
Yeah, so I'm gonna sit down and I will ritualistically identify it.
You cut out at the end there. What was that?
Ritual cast identify.
Okay. So yeah, you settle in and do your ritual casting.
I would
And
like to begin a short rest.
cool. So as Lucius puts his hand on the staff, as is required for the casting of Identify, green smoke billows from the staff, coiling around him like a serpent. And he hears a voice whisper in his ear. It says, "Let me help you. I promise to be good." And I think I'm gonna need a thing. Lucy. Specifically, I'm gonna need a charisma.
Charisma save. Yeah,
Okay.
this sucks.
So I'm gonna show you a thing. Do, do. There you are. Save that. Show you that. Okay, that thing that just popped up. Yeah, you have a passenger now.
I love that so much.
Wait, is that just unlimited?
Yeah.
That's fucking ridiculous. Alright, I am happy. So, alright, did I just absorb this staff?
Not the staff. So there was like this green smoke that like wrapped around you, and it sort of just like, it like worked its way inside you. It did like the whole like supernatural demon possession thing where it just like flows into your nose and mouth, and it's like
Oh, this is gonna be so.
in you.
As soon as this happens, I just have a blank look on my face. I put a real wide grin, and I do it. I enact it.
Nice. Okay. So you all see the smoke do the thing and go inside Lucius, and then you see him disappear.
Well, you see a big wide like stupid grin on my face, and
Uh-huh.
then I disappear.
What the fuck?
I'll poke the area he was with the staff.
Ooh.
Still there.
Yeah, I'm just invisible.
Lucius, stop fucking around.
I'll poke him again.
Oof. Alright, I will. I'm gonna just kind of reach out and playfully smack Thor to get rid of the invisibility.
I'll hit
Okay.
him harder.
Ow! I'm taking a point of damage for that. So, I turn invisible again.
Wait. Lucius, are you okay?
Yeah.
You absorbed green smoke stuff.
Yeah. That, well, I don't really know how to explain it other than I have a passenger with me. It's not Stratos, but it's, yeah.
What does that mean?
If I'm honest, I don't know.
Nice.
Gromod is actually doing that on us.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, and in the meantime, I think Lucius, you hear a voice in your head that says, "Oh, she seems like an upstanding type. I like the company you keep."
Can I respond to this? Like, can I?
Yeah, sure.
I'll say.
You can
oh,
respond to this message.
I'll say. Oh, yeah. She's one of the more noble, as is, and I'll look at Azaka, and I'll say, as is that one. And then I'll say, but if I'm honest, I was probably the worst of the group, but then I'll.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I did pick up on that.
I feel like there's more than just raw power, though, so maybe there's something to being less of a dick. So, and this is all, I'm just having an inner conversation with myself, essentially.
Okay.
Are you speaking in your head or out loud?
You know, I would say it starts in my head and then eventually probably just spills out to me talking to myself about not being a dick.
Are you sure you're not, I don't know, corrupted or affected negatively? How are you? How, besides turning invisible, how else are you? What happened?
Well, I feel like everything that I was hiding, every hidden and secret thing is no more. I'm I don't know. I feel more honest. If anything, that's all that's really happened.
Are you willingly failing the zone of truth?
Do you have Zone of Truth active?
I
Grandma
cast it.
does.
Yeah,
So
I mean-
as the point of order,
Yeah.
Everybody go ahead and make
Oh
that
yeah,
charisma save.
I willingly fail it. I mean that's fine.
Okay, yeah.
Whatever. You
I
guys
will
okay.
also willingly fail it.
Okay.
What?
Okay, so this is an interesting question, Eric. Does
Yeah.
the entity that now resides within Lucius have to fall under his charisma spell or save, or does it get to make its own?
That is an excellent question. Let me see if there are any specifics spelled out on that sort of thing.
So basically, this is making Lucius a better person.
It
Yeah,
really
basically.
is. Yeah. Like I was the best person to get this.
I feel very suspicious and confused because, to my
You
knowledge,
know-
this is not how this is supposed to work.
Out of character, I am very suspicious and confused. In character, I don't see anything wrong with it. But
Okay. So the entity that is within Lucius is distinct. So there is that to account for.
No.
But yeah.
No.
No.
Okay, if it made a
begging.
save,
Mhm.
I get to know if it passed or failed.
Okay. It willingly failed.
Okay, so now Groemod is operating under the knowledge that A, Lucius just had something like absorb into his body, and B, an entity that was in the same location as Lucius's body also technically failed the saving throw.
Yes.
So
And
Groemod's going to
Lucius
go
also failed it.
straight off with, Lucius, do you have undead in you?
I don't know, and I'm gonna defer to the entity inside of me. I'll say, let me ask. And I will
Okay.
just kind of internally say, are you undead? I don't think you're undead.
Well, technically I am a spirit. But like not the bad kind that's trying to hurt you or anything. Honestly, I just want to hit right out of here if that's cool.
All right. So you actually see me physically shrug, and I'll say, well, a little in the sense that it's a spirit, but I think it's the spirit of Moa.
You hear a voice in your head like, yeah, that's right. We haven't formally introduced ourselves, but yeah, I'm Moa.
Well, just based on the fact that I think wasn't Moa a Jakuli?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'll say, yep, it's Moa. You remember Moa from up above?
Groemod, clearly not remembering Moa from up above, leans kind of past Lucius to look at So you're going to say, is this going to be okay, or do I need to do something right now? Because I kind of want to do something, but I don't know.
Calm down. Oh,
Um,
it's the
what?
snake one. It was the one that betrayed Wongo, the Sioux monster. So that's what I had.
It's a snake one?
It was
Mhm.
the Jakuli. Yeah.
I don't know what that is. It sounds like jacuzzi.
Wasn't it? It's like the
It's like
flying
that,
snake
but
thing.
with more snake and feather and less tub.
Yeah.
Fib
Um.
no longer looks Lucius. Oh my lord.
It's not too far
pretty
fetched
cool
from
looking.
what Stratos looks like, really.
What do I know of its alignment?
Like of the animal, a Jakuli?
No, of Moa.
Well, you probably wouldn't know specific alignment stuff, but
I'm looking
we
through
can
all my
always
notes.
refer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can always refer back to the stories, the legend of the nine gods. So as to the part about Moa, the Jakuli, yeah, you would know that Moa the Jakuli was too honest to lie. And so he kind of like ended up selling out Wongo, the Sioux monster, who had basically like stolen some water from Ubtao.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, tell Gramada. Well, he's honest at least. I'm
That's
not
a start.
Well, and he's being honest with me too. He wants to just hitch a ride out of here. So
I guess since
Why-
technically he's one of the nine gods, I guess I can let it slide. So
Uh,
I only have one more question right now.
okay.
Can you tell me what exactly happened? Because that smoke stuff was kind of really cool, actually.
So
I want to know why he wants to leave. I mean, obviously he's in a tomb, but what does he want to do?
all right, I will internally say, can you first of all internally say, can you hear and see everything that I can hear and see? Just so I
Yep.
don't have to. Okay. Well.
It's such a happy snake.
Answer them then.
Well, yeah. So, can you answer that question, please?
Well, I mean, somebody did mention that I'm in a tomb, and I kind of don't want to be in a tomb, especially my tomb.
Yeah. We can
So, I
discuss
mean,
game
if I could
plan
just,
later.
yeah, if I could just like not be in a tomb anymore, that'd be cool.
I mean, I could be okay with that. I'm down for that. So, and I will relay the message that yeah, he just doesn't want to be here. I don't really want to be in here any longer than I have to be, and I kind of speak for him as well. And the added benefit is, and I snap my fingers and I go invisible. I can do this.
Cool, huh?
Yeah, this is kind of cool. So.
Well, I
Thinking
want
of random things you find in caves is dangerous. Stupid.
to. Yeah.
Well,
I want to interrogate Fib more about her ring.
Well, in my
Nail it.
defense, my snake got eaten by a mimic, so.
Lucius's snake gets eaten. So what does he do? Inhale a snake.
Yep. I internalized
This
the
is my
snake.
new snake.
Internally, I will say, oh, by the way, after tonight, you'll be able to meet Stratos, who is a friend of mine that I think you might like.
Cool.
So, I'll just look around. Is the staff still fairly like?
Yeah, I mean it's a staff, and like I would say that the casting process of Identify probably got interrupted a bit as all of this happened.
Yeah. All right. So I guess internally I'll say, so is the staff anything, or was it just a way for you to exist?
Yeah, no, it's a magical item. It's
Oh.
a staff of the Python.
Oh.
Ooh.
So I assume since he's inside me, I could just ask him what it does. I don't even have to identify it.
Yeah, I mean, like working off of the knowledge that A probably knows a thing or two about the staff, and B he is at the very least not willingly lying to you. Yeah, he would basically inform you that it's a staff that requires attunement by a cleric, druid, or warlock. You can use an action to speak the staff's command word and throw the staff on the ground within 10 feet of you. The staff becomes a giant constrictor snake under your control and acts on its own initiative. By using a bonus action to speak the command word again, you return the staff to its normal form in a space formerly occupied by the snake. On your turn, you can mentally command the snake if it's within 60 feet, and you aren't incapacitated. You decide what action the snake takes and where it moves during its next turn, or you can issue it a general command, such as to attack your enemies or guard a location. If the snake is reduced to 0 hit points, it dies and reverts to its staff. The staff then shatters and is destroyed. If the snake reverts to its staff form before losing all its hit points, it regains all of them instantly.
And how often can that be used?
Yes.
Okay, so just alright. So I will internally say, you mind if I give this to the blue one?
No, she's cool.
Okay. I'll look to Sirenny and I'll offer it to her and I'll say, this is a staff of the serpent?
Python.
Python. Staff of the Python, and I'll
It
go
backs
through
up.
the whole spiel. And I'll just say, just be careful with it. If it dies, then the staff is lost. But if it doesn't die, then you have a pet snake. Big pet snake. Ooh,
Thank
that's
you.
cool looking. So, but I'll say, I can't use it, but I believe you're the only one in here that can.
I mean, I think I'm the only one of those three.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So. But, and Moa said it's okay. So. I asked him. Shall we take some time to kind of rest and recuperate and, well, I'll kind of look around. I kind of really want to have a conversation with Moa. I get a better idea of some of the history and what was going on at the time. But I also have this, and I'll pull out the scroll tube. By the way, yeah, this was in that chest back that we smashed. It's a scroll of remove curse. I was gonna put it in my spellbook when I had some time, and I think that might be able to stop whatever's happening to that skull that's in there. And I'll go back into Moa internally, and I'll say, by the way, where you were imprisoned, what was with that skull? Do you have any idea?
I didn't really know a lot of specifics. I wasn't really able to do a whole lot from inside the sarcophagus, so I heard some crying and screaming and all of that. I really don't know too much beyond that, though.
Well, yeah, Moa has nothing too much to add, but I think that a remove curse might be able to free whatever spirit is attached to that skull. At the very least, then tomorrow we should have a way to dispel it.
Yeah.
So we can at least.
Yeah. Tomorrow I can dispel it, but today
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tomorrow, I say we just kind of take it easy, rest, because I've got about 6 hours worth of copying a spell into my spellbook to do.
Well, the Zone of Truth is still active. I want to ask Fib what happened when she put on that ring. If she got possessed by anything, or if anything happened.
I didn't get possessed by anything. I'm just better at things.
Okay.
I turn invisible.
Why would you think I would get possessed by something? I would tell
Well,
you.
Would you tell him?
Not sure on that one.
Well, she
Wow.
can't lie if she.
Well, right now she
That's
can.
why I'm asking as the DM.
Oh yeah. What save do I have to make for that?
I believe that is a
Charisma.
charisma save.
I'm not saying she's lying. I'm just saying she doesn't of truth.
Yeah, so
I'll ask Girl Mod if she's lying.
She's not lying.
Okay. Good. So she's not possessed by some trickster god either. That's good.
okay. So yeah, I mean it sounds like there was going to be a conversation probably between Lucius and Moa. Anything else pressing as we come up on this rest?
I will attune to the staff.
Okay. That is totally a doable thing. Cool. And then let me see if there's anything I need to check on as you all get settled in here.
Yeah, so I need at least 7 hours of non-stop just doing things.
Mm-hmm.
Because I need 1 to get Stratos back, which I'll probably do immediately. And then the other 6 is spent copying Remove Curse from the scroll to my spellbook.
Okay.
And that uses all of my paper. So as I peruse this dungeon, from now on I am looking for magical spell paper or ink. You never know if, Mad Mage or Archmage might have some spell paper lying around. I can't rip pages out of a spellbook and use those, can I?
Probably not.
Alright, it was worth a shot.
Yeah, that's... okay. So I am not seeing anything I need to roll for you guys.
We do
So-
the dome thing, right?
Now fuck your snakes. Everyone has a snake.
I
I don't have a snake.
Yeah.
Thor
I
can
don't
come
either.
in. Gromon can come in.
I mean, I don't have a snake. I have a staff right now.
Oh,
Lucius
it's gonna be a snake.
Lucius could give Fib a snake.
Why?
I'm just
Fib,
kidding.
Fib puts up a big show about letting you in, and finally, like arms crossed, pouting about it.
Well, and I'll
All
just
those
go to a
stupid
little
snakes
corner.
everywhere.
Yeah, just go into my little corner of the
Yeah,
bubble.
just stay over there.
Start casting to summon my other snake.
The other snake has
Well,
been
Stroud.
around for long enough
Yeah.
that she's okay with it, but
So, yeah.
Yeah, Stratos predates the traumatic snake incident at
Yeah.
Oralunga, so...
he was like grandfathered in.
Does it help if my snake is much too big to fit in your throat?
So are the other
No,
ones.
Becca,
Humble brag
no.
much?
That's not better. Why would that be better?
I mean, that's
Because
a
you
little
can't
better.
choke on it.
Oh, she can choke on it.
That I can choke on it. That
She can
just
try,
means I'll
damn it.
die easier.
That is
No.
definitely a snake that needs a choking hazard label.
I don't want any snakes in my throat,
Okay.
no matter how big they are. Even a worm. I don't want a worm.
Just centipedes
there.
in your pants. No snakes in your
Centipedes
throat.
in my pants, in my pockets, in my hair.
Okay.
They want
Gotcha.
no snakes or no. Yes, no snakes though.
All right.
In fact, Fib looks around for centipedes.
Imagine Fib's like turning over rocks and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Fib, make a survival check.
Okay.
She finds undead.
God, her
centipedes.
survival's a 2. Haha!
Okay. All right. So I mean, like, yeah, you're in sort of an overgrown portion of the tomb right now, where like soil has kind of either drifted in through the door opening and closing over the years, or just forced its way through the stone. And yeah, in the bushes and bits of dead plant matter that are trampled down in various points of this entry hall. Yeah, you find some centipedes.
Thank God.
Like, I feel like we have a bit of time before we go to sleep anyways. So we can
So what?
so we don't have to put the bubble up right away.
Yeah.
Oh.
We search for centipedes. Sorry, I looked at the picture Nico posted partway through
Oh.
that sentence.
Oh yeah, that's a big leg boy. I just want to brush my fingers along its leg.
See, that looks
Do
like something that
centipedes-
would be in the water
Yeah.
more than on land.
Stop thinking about it.
We can't think about it.
No, because you're talking about it.
Not even stop talking about it, just stop thinking about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think about it later tonight.
I'm gonna think about it right now.
It's
Wow.
gonna wake me
And
up,
you're-
and I'm gonna be
yeah.
like, ah!
Rude.
You're not gonna know why it is horrible.
How very dare Laura think about something?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess like the last kind of scene we can do for today is like, is there anything specific that Lucius wanted to ask Moa?
I
As
want his
the...
take on the trickster god thing and like what happened, why they were all labeled as trickster gods. He doesn't seem like he's a bad guy, like a bad creature. That I'm just curious why they labeled him as trickster.
Yeah. Well, it's more to do not like tricking the people of Omu,
Just
but
that it's a fake god.
well, the fact that he and his other like fellow 8 quote unquote trickster gods, they were involved in some shenanigans that happened in the court of Ubtao, who is like, all legitimate god and stuff. And then when Ubtao like disappeared, he and his friends may have gotten a little more popular with the people, and people started worshiping the next most prominent things that they could find, namely the 9 of them.
Okay.
And so they all had temples and followers and worshippers and all that stuff. And yeah.
And I want to know a little more about the last thing he knows, like when all of this happened, when he was imprisoned, like what happened.
Gotcha.
Because that's something that really we only need somebody who is there that can tell us.
Yeah. All right. Let me go back to.
And I suppose in this instance, if he's able to, I'm just gonna let Moa speak through me, and like we can kind of all ask him questions as needed.
Okay.
So, but I'm gonna have him basically tell the story so that everybody knows.
Okay. Let me. Back all of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh. This. Okay. So The way that Moa would describe this to you is basically, he and fellow, trickster gods, spirits, what have you. They're not exactly the animals that they are represented by. They're like basically nature spirits.
Okay.
That kind of originated just out in the jungles of Chult. And they,
Makes more sense.
in the absence of Ubtao, after he just sort of disappeared one day, the lot of them kind of trickled into Omu, and disguised as jungle creatures, they promised to share their power with their followers if they were in fact devoted enough and like followed their causes. So eventually, the Omuans tore down their temple to Ubtao and raised up shrines to these 9 nature spirits or trickster gods. So the trickster gods didn't necessarily have the same power as an Ubtao or similar kind of deity. So they often would come up with elaborate trials and ways of kind of refining the most faithful members of their clergy and followerships, depending on which nature spirit or trickster god. You could see things like on designated holy days, potential priests could be tested in various ways with deadly consequences for failure. So, like the temples or the shrines, they would have to like make it through or what have you. All the stuff that you guys have done.
Okay.
And yeah. And so as this went on for a few generations, almost 100 years, the people of Omu lived kind of divided amongst the 9 trickster gods, and they built statues and kind of schemed against one another, trying to assert the dominance of whichever god they had allied themselves with. So it was kind of a whole thing, like, kind of started as a bit of a lark between 9 weird nature buds, and then turned into bloodshed and crazy rivalries, and then a city divided that turned out to be a little vulnerable to the likes of, I don't know, a plane hopping arch-lich that wanted to steal people's souls.
What does he remember about that day?
Yeah, let's see. So Moa would know that Sararak was the one that eventually came to Omu and killed him and all of his peers. And as the spirits of trickster gods lingered before being fully imprisoned, he saw Sararak enslave the remaining Omuans and force them to carve out the tomb that you guys are in right now.
Okay. So, judging by that, does he have access to what I've previously seen? Like, does he know everything I know? Like, I guess how deep does
I
this
don't
web
think
go,
so.
guys?
No.
Okay. So I will, I guess, impart the image of where he was, of the tomb or of like the sarcophagus he was in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say, well, this is where you were. Would it be safe to assume that the other 9, or well, other 8, would be in similar sarcophagi?
He would say that I don't see why not. I mean, I didn't see every one of them locked away, but
And
if whatever that was strong enough to hold me, then I don't see why he would do anything differently.
is there anybody that you wouldn't want us to unearth?
Yes, actually.
Um,
Who does he not like?
He
I would say probably
does not like.
Wongo.
That is correct.
And so I will say, well, would you be able to tell what an article of like Wongo's faith it would be if you were to see it?
So, referencing the kind of image that you shared with him of the sarcophagus that he was in, and
Yeah.
like the fact that there was a snake coiled up on it and stuff,
Yeah.
says, watch out for really creepy monkeys, like evil-looking chimps.
Oh, we hate those anyway.
Oh, good,
We've had bad encounters with them.
perfect. Yeah, just stay away from them. They're bad news, whether they're like nature spirits or just sea monsters. They're nasty little things.
Okay. So that being said, did the sarcophagus top of the one that he was in? Did it have any iconography about what was in it, or was it just a generic sarcophagus?
Well, the top of his did have a snake up.
It did. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna peek in this other room, right next to us, and see
Uh-huh.
what's on that one.
Okay.
Zorbo.
Yes, that was a Zorbo.
Okay. So again, internal to Moa, I'll say, well, what can you tell me about the Zorbo?
Let's see.
And I'll turn to everybody else and say, hey, this is good to have insider knowledge. Now we have somebody who's at least going to be honest with us about the other gods.
I don't like Sorbo.
I,
You just hear like Sierne mumble that during her concentration as she attunes to the snake staff.
Yeah, let's see.
you hear Lucius mumble under his breath, well, you don't have any armor anyway. I can only speak truth, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there would be a little chuckle as you brought up the Zorbo, and you'd say, that's Ovalaka. She's wait a minute. Yeah, okay, yeah. She's a little twitchy, a little nervous. Good with magical items. I mean, I know well, when she had followers and people who proved themselves at her shrine, she would help them use magic items, if that makes sense. But Obalaka was always a little too safe, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Nice enough, but
Yeah. Well,
just a little.
but she'd be worthy of freeing at least.
I mean, I don't have anything against her.
Okay. I mean, that's fine. I'm just looking to sweep the area and free as many as we can that are worth freeing. So, I'll come out of this little private conversation and say, by the way, the one behind us is Ovalaka. Moa said she's a little skittish, a little on the safe side, but she was fairly good with magical items. So, maybe Thorv or Fib might want to investigate that one. But,
We already
did.
did.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's where you got the ring of protection.
Oh,
and
that's right. I'm
stole
sorry.
Stern's armor.
Okay. I forgot about that. So
That's because
okay.
Lucius
trade.
wasn't around.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So I'm gonna look at Fib with a new appreciation, and I'm gonna reach into Mo and I'm gonna say, I think Obalaka actually was the first one freed.
What? It was the first one for me?
No, first one freed.
First one? Yeah.
Just internally to Moa. And I'll kind of look at Fib.
So for clarity's sake, you would have been close enough in the zone of truth to hear Fib say, effectively under magical oath that she is not possessed by a trickster god.
Okay.
Ain't no gods in me.
Well,
Heathen.
Then Obalaka is not there. So. So pathetic.
But yeah.
Okay. So I guess again, more newfound knowledge. I want to kind of walk back in this room. There were these two statues, right?
Yeah, so there are these two big metal bear statues that are holding up another large metal thing, a big disc that is covered in eyes.
Okay. So I'll look at it and I'll ask Moa if it means anything to him. Like this.
And he says, doesn't mean anything to me.
No. This probably has something to do with the Archlich then. And I'll just go back to the group. And
Alright.
anybody else has any questions then?
Before we go, I am going to go out of sight of Fib, like not too far, just around a corner or something, and summon my boa constrictor and meet him.
Okay.
I would like to be with her while she's doing this. Just
Yeah, I'll go too.
I thought you said meet Tim, and I was like, you named it Tim?
I will
the
name him
Snake.
Sebastian.
No, you. Fuck you, Becca.
I will think of an appropriate name from him.
How about Death Seeker?
big
Monty.
Stratos.
Murderer.
Yeah, you put down the staff and it just like explodes into a fucking massive snake that could like eat you.
I mean, it was supposed to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I say hi to it. I can control it, like.
Yeah.
So, I meet it because I assume it'll be the same python. So I
Yeah.
figured we should have a meet.
Okay. Yeah, it seems pretty chill. It doesn't like try and eat you or anything. So.
I give it pets.
Okay.
You should go scare Fib with it.
Oh yeah.
Have it like squish its little snake, its big snake nose against the side of the dome. Just boom.
That would be great. You know what? I'll poke my head into the dome. I'll say, "Hey Fib, come around to the corner here. I want to show you my new familiar."
Oh,
And I'm just gonna step out of the way. Like I'll step around the corner.
Okay, here's the thing. I knew what you were doing before you said anything, so I feel like it's reasonable for Fib
To what?
For Fib the what?
for Fib to realize what you all were doing.
And that's fine. I still want you to
Yeah.
come around the corner and see how big this fucking snake is.
Why?
It's huge. It is monstrous.
What is it? A snake?
Yeah.
No.
Well, it's what you can see of a snake.
What?
Just trust me, it's not gonna hurt you. Just look around.
I
the
don't
corner.
trust you.
I'll look to Groyalmud. Am I lying?
I mean, You're not close enough to be covered by my spell anymore.
Oh.
Also,
well,
you said
I'll
it was a big snake. I believe that you're telling the truth about that.
But just look at how big it is.
Yeah, I don't.
Wait,
No. No? Okay. Well, I'm gonna step out. I'm gonna step out and I'm gonna go see the snake.
Okay.
That snake gif is really cute, though.
It is.
It's so tiny.
So.
I stand by
Yeah.
what I said, though.
The big fucking snake.
Oh yeah.
How long is a huge snake?
10.
50.
Long as fuck.
That's what it says on the monster.
Yeah.
Hell
It doesn't
yeah.
say how long it is.
In fact, it does not. But we'll put it this
just
way.
says long. Yes.
Yes, it does in fact have the long property. Hi. Concerned about the
Well,
Is Sadie
pick her
being
bed.
annoyed at Pete?
like part of it. They could share.
But all
The
her
heck
bed.
they can. That's Sadie's bed.
That's definitely her bed.
Oh my goodness, she's take it off the pillow and then they can share.
But yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
big snake.
Yes.
Oh my goodness!
She is so concerned about this big snake.
That was
They're all
Pete.
concerned.
That was Pete.
Oh.
Pete and mine and Sadie and Eric's.
They are all concerned about this big snake.
There's
You're
many
right.
concerns happening.
So,
Fid's
But,
not the least.
Yeah.
so I will eventually summon Stratos sometime within this hour as
Yeah.
she was attuning.
And our snakes will meet each other and we'll have a
Yes.
sleepover.
Yes.
Okay. So yes, snakes aplenty. Rest at some point. And was there anything else you guys wanted to get in before we kind of wrap up for today with the long rest?
Yes, I want to copy that spell in.
Okay, yeah, because you would have time because you didn't spend like the whole adventuring day. So yeah, some downtime and then a long rest and then start fresh at the beginning of next session.
Yeah, even if I have to sleep in an extra hour or something like that, I don't think it's a big deal.
Okay.
Well, it is a big deal, I guess.
Yeah,
So,
we'll sleep. It'll be okay.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So let me take a look at something real quick.
And everything else is done within the dome, though. So.
Sweet.
Should I top up everything?
Yes, you guys do get your rest in.
Okay.
That's
so
the
I assume I
thing.
do get my spell added.
Yes.
Alright.
Alright. And
Oh, I didn't
you
even get
all. Yeah, okay. So as we wrap up the session for tonight and start a new adventuring day at the beginning of next session, you will all start that adventuring day one level higher than you currently are now.
Yay!
Alright.
This is extremely exciting.
This is extremely exciting. Yes. Alright.
Okay. A warning. I'm just finding out my hit die.
Okay.
It is a D8. That's 5.
I think mine's
Yes.
a D6.
5 plus your 4 con.
Again, yeah, it is a D6. Alright. Yeah. I never roll these anymore because I roll shit like that. So it was a D6, so it's 4 plus 2 then. 'Cause I got,
Correct.
Alright. Hey, I'm almost to
it.
50 HP.
Ooh.
Almost.
I get a
Ooh.
lot of things at level 8. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah, you do. I do too.
Very exciting.
Alright.
I got so many hit points.